next, it's a welterweight bout between Bruce Lee and the UFC Hall of Famer, Matt Hughes. All right, so here he is, one of the better offensive takedown guys we have in the UFC, DC. And if anyone is well-equipped to speak to this, it is you. The opponent knows what's coming. At least to this point in the UFC, no one's been able to stop him.
He just has to keep him away, because the moment this guy gets close enough to either grab a leg or make body contact, now you're in trouble. He has a knowledge and an understanding of position from a lifetime of just all grappling, judo, wrestling, sambo. He does it all, and he has just so many ways to get you to the floor. This guy once told me that if you can get your leg, he's going to finish. Because he's going to give you so many things to think about, you will not be able to process and keep up with him, and eventually you're on the mat. It's unbelievable to watch him apply that knowledge to the mixed martial arts fight. And as the wrestlers say, this is not a guy you want anywhere near your bracket. No, you don't want him in the bracket. I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Enter Bruce Lee. I mean, that's Bruce Lee in a nutshell. Over and over and over, he did the same thing, and it shows in the technique, because there's no wasted energy. There's no wasted movements. Everything he does with a purpose. He goes in there with an idea of what he's trying to accomplish, and he gets it done. Bruce Lee is the absolute best. Bruce Lee is the man. His grappling, his takedown defense figure to be tested here tonight, but there aren't that many guys who are going to want to stand and trade on a napkin in the center of the octagon with the great Bruce Lee. No, if you're fighting Bruce Lee, you're shooting for takedowns right away.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 45 wins, 9 losses. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Hillsborough, Illinois. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a member of the UFC Hall of Fame and the former UFC welterweight champion of the world, Matt Hughes. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California, Bruce the Dragon Lee. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
Well, huge buzz for this fight, and round 1 is now underway. A clash of styles in some respects between a grappler and a 5-tool player type, but certainly the more well-rounded fighter has no problem engaging.
No, he doesn't mind grappling, but he also has the ability to fight on the feet, something the grappler does not really feel comfortable with doing. He seems to be behind the 8 ball a little bit, but let's see how he manages getting this fight to the ground. Look at the whip action that comes from him throwing that kick.
Really timing his shots nicely, good tempo, very accurate, finding the range with relative ease.
Yeah, he's doing a great job of really overwhelming his opponent with activity.
Just out of range with that right hook. The Hall of Famer Hughes gets tattooed by that stiff jab. All right, so no surprise, once again, we find ourselves here in this clinch situation. We'll see who can advance.
Who's going to be the person to dictate the pressure? Who's going to control the engagements from this 50-50 position? Right under the elbow, body keeps landing.
Wild attempt with the right hand there.
Right hand punch from the clinch. He lands a switch knee.
And there comes the separation now. Oh, disguised.
Now we're going.
All All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career.
And now he has a headlock trying to pin his opponent's back down flat onto the mat. Look for him to transition to an arm triangle to try to chase the finish. Watch triangle, watch triangle. There he is, he's moving to the finishing position. Now watch, he goes parallel right next to his opponent. When it's time to finish.
Oh, now he's in trouble.
Wow. All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
30 seconds now to go in the round. All right, close guard now. Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Hughes. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Horn sounds for the end of round one. All right, so a lot of highlights over those previous 5 minutes. DC, take us through the replay, if you will.
A lot of good action, but punching led the dance. Punching was the thing that stood out to me. That allowed him to take control of the round.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. Lee gets hit with a kick.
Nice hit, bro, nice.
And he landed the right hand there.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Lee gets touched by that kick right to the body there. Nicely done by the opponent. Well, he's been pretty accurate tonight. He's landed some significant strikes, but his corner's looking for him to mix it up a little bit more and just throw more volume.
Because they don't see too much of a threat. This guy has to have confidence in knowing that when he extends his combinations, he's still safe, but he's also going to be able to land. He's got to be finding that confidence in his mind that all the reps in the training room are going to pay off.
Oh, and he connects with a punch there, DC. You gotta like what you're seeing thus far.
I mean, the speed at which he throws is crazy.
3 minutes now to go in round two. Oh, and he gets tagged. Nice combination there, and might not be a bad idea for the opposition to just tweak that head off the center line.
He was landing one before, now he's throwing everything in combination, and they're all landing.
Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots. Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive than we saw in round one, and now starting to find himself in the pocket.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
The Hall of Famer Hughes gets hit by that leg kick. Trying to go to the body now with the kick. That one misses.
Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
And they separate. Lee gets caught by the straight punch.
Way to hide that leg kick.
Double leg shot.
Oh, slams his opponent to the ground. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Lee. I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
He jumps on a headlock. We call this in wrestling just a headlock. And if you're not careful, you can get stuck in an arm triangle. Watch triangle, watch triangle. Needs to push the the arm to the side. Get his head against the mat. Now watch as he goes to the finish. Watch his chest go to the
Nicely done. 10 minutes in the books. All right, so there's the horn at the end of the round. Multiple takedowns landed for him over the previous 5 minutes.
And you know what, John? Even more importantly, look at the opponent now. He's afraid to pull the trigger because he's been taken down so many times. Getting taken, there he is. He's moving to the finishing position. Now watch, he goes parallel right next to his opponent. When it's time to finish, he has to go flat, chest to the mat. There it is, chest to the mat. Pressure goes down. He'll start to take the air from his opponent.
All right, so next round is underway after he came very close to submitting his opponent in that previous round.
He came very, very close to getting that finish, but he wasn't able to get that little extra squeeze to get the finish. But it's okay. Continue to try and put yourself back in those positions to get the job done.
All right, he engages in a single collar tie here.
Left hand punch from the clinch.
Tries to mix in a takedown here. Blocks that strike. Punches in bunches, and he hasn't really shown any signs of slowing down here tonight. I'm not sure how much more his opponent can take. Oh, timely hook. Now goes in and secures the takedown. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. All right, closed guard now. You gotta be careful, though. He's got a lot of submissions off his back. Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you gotta be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Lee gets hit with a kick. All right, getting late in the fight, it has been all action to this point as we go down. Oh, that is a huge shot there, DC. I'm not sure how he stayed upright.
I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, to stay standing shows and talk to your toe.
Oh, beautiful job with the ankle pick to get him down. Now we'll see where he chooses to go from here.
Got the ankle pick. Let's see how he advances from this position. Oh, nice right hand. Oh, he put him to sleep. Now he's on top of him looking for a finish. Oh, he got him bad.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are being bad.
Oh, yeah, no pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land, and he's trying to land effective strikes.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom. It's not the arm, it's the shoulder pressure that usually gets him tapped.
Oh, that's a good right hand. All right, operating inside the closed guard now. Oh, nice work from the bottom. Tags him with the punch. All right, so a lot to like over the distance of that fight tonight. Clearly, we think we saw one guy win the fight and largely got it done with the striking.
Yeah, he got it done with the striking. And that's exactly what he's known for. He's known as a guy that's so comfortable whenever he's in the stand-up. And that showed tonight as he truly outworked his opponent.
All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard for a decision. All 3 judges scored the contest 9-28. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Bruce the Dragon Lee!